for your records and wish you good health and all the best. Now I call upon our General Secretary to reply to the queries and addresses.
Before I give the reply, I have an appeal for a selfish reason. Many of you must be knowing that one of our students, Nityasri, is participating in the Sony TV Junior Idol competition. Already some 15 rounds have gone and she has won, and now she has reached the last stage. It is called the competitive round. Now she is in the shortlisted among the last 6. So in this stage, more and more of voting is needed. So tomorrow 8:30 you can evening you can see Sony TV and start voting for her. I will send an SMS to all those numbers whose mobile numbers I have with me, because this is a crucial phase for her, and she is a very talented girl, doing her 12th class in our school. And she reached up to the Vijay TV Super Singer final. She lost at the last round, she became the runner-up. So now she is singing Hindi songs and becoming famous. That's my request. We should learn from Mr. Rathore. Even today he does not sleep till he updates our latest banking. He has retired, but he is looking after the Bhopal school on a voluntary basis. Last 2 days he was here. We had a principals and correspondents meet after a long time for all the schools in the SBOA family, including the other associations in Mumbai, Delhi, Bhopal, Guwahati and all. So from him we have to learn that once you want to do something, be a perfectionist, do it with a passion. Now coming to the issues raised by our comrades, I will be as brief as possible. I am sorry for making the veteran leaders who have sacrificed so much for us to sacrifice their full day with us today. That again with a selfish reason, that we have arranged a good dinner, millet dinner today, and we have arranged a beautiful cultural program by Gajendran and Co. That is a troupe. Today you know that folk art is disappearing. Folk artists do not get any support. So in a way we are also supporting those folk artists. So that way we have arranged a program. You should see that. And when you leave, if you have any difficulty, we will arrange for your transportation. So kindly bear with us. Now coming to the questions raised, Sudamani, I was really very happy that a visually challenged comrade came forward to speak first, and she spoke really very good things. Educate the youngsters about what is trade union. It's a very important factor for us. Today you are seeing, I felt sad when I asked Comrade Soumya Datta to speak. Whenever I go to Bengal Circle, even before becoming the president of the federation, he used to make me speak when the hall is full, so that people listen to what I speak. But unfortunately, when he spoke, I am at least lucky that all the executive committee members are there, so they are definitely benefited. But we keep calling ourselves Vibrant Circle, but I don't know whether really we are vibrant. Our membership, whether we are able to retain them vibrant, is a big question. Very few youngsters are coming into the association activities. It is going to be a big task. Unless we educate them, unless we motivate them, future will be very bleak. and the youngsters are increasing. And the number of ladies is also increasing. At present it is 28%, and it is going to increase further. So that is a major task, but we have designed many activities, and Coimbatore Circle, Comrade Selvaraj is here. They have started a youth wing of the association few months back, and I think that youth wing convener is also there in the audience. And they are conducting many activities, especially for the youth. So similar things will be expanded, and we will see that more and more youngsters come into the association's fold as cadre, not just as members. Involving the women, and she also demanded 40%. 40% reservation you give. I am very glad. Today we have 5 lady representatives, 1 per module. Apart from that, we have Comrade Sandhi, who is an elected zonal secretary. And we also have Dr. Vijaya, a specialist representing as a special invitee. And I will go to the next executive committee and propose to have Sudamani, who has demanded that should be an opportunity for the visually challenged. So we will try to co-opt her as a special invitee into the executive committee. But the ladies, unless we keep our timings, we keep some flexibility for the ladies, it is very difficult to bring them into the leadership. They are still burdened with their family duties, the taking care of the children, father, husband, father-in-law, mother-in-law, all that. So finding it difficult to cope up with the pressure, as some, I think, Pillai was pointing out, that today being a leader in the association is not that easy. Today I still remember, as a zonal secretary in 1994, at Nagarkoil branch, I used to just go to the branch. I used to wear a red shoulder bag. I will put that bag in the table and I will disappear. I will go to the other branches. But today we don't have that luxury. Most of our office bearers are holding key, or branch managers are working in the desks, which are crucial desks, that they find it very difficult to spare time. So it is necessary that we bring in more of lady cadres and arrange our meetings in such a way that ladies are able to contribute more. She has also suggested about the voice software, which we will be definitely taking up, and she has given a big dream. Only thing I can say is that the present executive committee gave me the authority to buy adequate land, that tomorrow, if the future leadership wants, they can have an engineering college, they can have an arts and science college. It may not be possible to have a medical college because it requires much more land. You require a 300-bedded hospital. That may be a difficult task. But we now have 24 acres of land at Mambakam, which is a huge asset, and I have already asked the architect to make a master plan with provisions for adequate space for expansion in the future. But it will not happen immediately. We cannot afford to do that, and already we are in a very big expansion mode. So we will at present stick to that one college on finance, banking and public administration with focus on, it will be an integrated course for which provides training for IAS, IPS and bank probationers, so that the moment they come out, they become officers either in the banking industry or in the civil services. That we will do. And yes, Comrade Venkatraman was rightly saying that Mr. Prateep Chaudhary gave us a wake-up call. Yes, we had a very long peace time. So to run an association or any organization in peace time is easy. But only when it is a war time, the real strength is tested. And somehow we could retain the organization and build upon the organization, and today things are improving. You know that at one point of time, we were not permitted to hold meeting within the LHO premises or regional office premises. But by giving a strike call during the period of Mr. Prateek Chaudhary himself, I could get it back. This association, this executive committee could get back that, and the same day I conducted a meeting in the LHO premises. And today, sometime you know that management was not participating in any of the function, but today the whole CMC was there. I never thought that they will even have lunch with us. I casually asked, would you like to have lunch and go? They happily agreed, and I had to arrange in a hurry lunch for them. A cordial relationship at the circle level as well as the corporate center level, which Comrade Sudarshan was talking about. Between Sudarshan and myself, we have a perfect coordination now. Almost once in a week, we visit the corporate center. We walk into the room of DMD, CDO, CGM, HR, put forward our views, discuss, and many things are improving. So things will definitely improve. Of course, his suggestion that monthly once you should have a branch visit and you should have an unit secretary's unit meeting, that is very essential. We had been publishing in the bulletin every month that first Saturday unit meeting, second Saturday unit secretary's meeting, third Saturday regional secretariat, fourth Saturday it will be secretariat. This we are trying to bring into practice. But for that, the unit secretaries, all, including Venkat, should cooperate and see that if people are not coming, demand that. Then only the democracy will work. I am glad today that this organization is different from the parliament. You have seen with a minority opposition in the parliament, they were not even allowed to speak. But we are encouraged, we ask people to question. We are confident that everything we will not be able to solve what people raise, but we give the opportunity in all our meetings today to raise any number of questions, any kind of accusation. We sit, read, listen to them and respond to them. At times it is difficult to respond to some of the queries, but it is essential to bring in that democracy which we are following. And for democracy to get strengthened, the membership also has to be vibrant. You have to demand things. September 2nd strike, yes. Comrades, tomorrow there is a UFBU meeting at Hyderabad. I will be going tomorrow to attend that meeting. Myself and Comrade Sudarshan and Comrade Harvinder will be participating on behalf of the AIBOC. So UFBU will take a decision tomorrow. We are all of the opinion that yes, already 2 comrades expressed, including Tirka from Chandigarh, that these are issues. The time is crucial that we have to come together with all the other trade unions to save our own rights, which we got it over a period of time. So we will be most likely, UFBU will agree for our proposal. Already IVOC demanded one thing from the central trade unions, that the central trade unions in their charter, the demands for the strike, they should include, what do you call it, 2 resolutions of the ILO to be implemented by the Government of India. The Government of India is party to the ILO. There are 2 conventions, I think Convention 87 and 95, which is right to form association. Today officers, we are somehow managing the association, but we don't have a right to form an association. So that right ILO provides, but our government has not ratified. That one we wanted it to be included, and they have already included, and Comrade Tapansan, the General Secretary of C2, has written a letter to Comrade Harvinder stating that it is included. So with that, our demand also getting fulfilled, I think we will be participating in that strike. By tomorrow we will take a decision. Comrade Dhanasegaran was talking about the branches which have so many problems. We are aware of that. That's why I highlighted the manpower. Unless the manpower shortage is addressed, things are not going to improve. We had lot of hope that by this year there will be lot of recruitment and lot of promotion, and it was killed by Boston Consultancy Group, with which, with the circle management, we are fighting. They almost at one point of time, they started seeing Chennai Circle Association as an enemy. They blocked our emails. They blocked the emails of Mr. Anup Sen, who was circulating our circulars to all over the country, to all the SBI members. So they blocked that also. But now they have also started realizing. Management, personally, many of the top level executives have conveyed to me that we are happy that at least there is somebody who is raising this issue, which is a crucial issue. That's why I have given these figures. Even in this last 8th, we had a CNC at Cochin, in which in the opening remarks itself I gave all these statistics, and that statistics they did not have a reply. So now they will have to work on it, and we will keep putting pressure. And once the strength of the employees increases, then only the pressure of work will reduce. Comrade Sendil Kumar about the conversion of specialist offices, RMROs, CREs into generalists. Again, Rajadurai also highlighted that. See, comrades, we have gone far ahead. We have been taking up these issues, and I can say that me and the leaders in the federation today know each and every problem of the specialist offices, and we have been discussing with the management. Unfortunately, the management put us a counter demand. They asked that there is one particular court case in Kerala filed by 49 RMROs. You ask them to withdraw that case. You cannot one side come and negotiate with us for them who are supposed to be your members, and they will go to the court and they will demand something. This cannot go together. Either you allow us to tackle it through the court or allow us to settle it through negotiation. We are prepared for conversion, that they have assured to us. That will benefit 5,000 offices, and once conversion takes place, many of our offices will be benefited, because today the biggest difficulty is to hand over a key to an officer when he wants to go on leave. So for that we are pursuing that. We had a meeting on 8th. I had a detailed discussion with those boys who have filed the case. 8 of them met me and Comrade Sudarshan. We put forward our view, and today they are meeting. They have called 2-3 representatives from all circles to Cochin to have a discussion. Some of our comrades who are our members, who are specialist officers, they requested me, well, if I am permitting, they will go and attend the meeting. So I agreed, you go and attend. Yesterday I called one of them, put forward my points of view, and they have gone there. Today they will take a decision. If they withdraw that case, the conversion should take place within 2 or 3 months. If they do not withdraw, then we will have to think of the other ways. But what Comrade Rajadurai spoke about, the new pension scheme. This is the ground on which the Kerala High Court case has been filed, saying that because the date of confirmation was made as 2nd August 2010, we are deprived of this new pension scheme, so we should be permitted to switch over to the old pension scheme. That the management is not willing to do it now. But there is a strong case for this. So we are, first our attempt is to see that the conversion takes place, so that everybody gets benefited. They have a better promotion policy, better transfer policy, and you all know, seniors are there. Those RDOs who joined, later on converted, some of them became GMs, even one became a CGM. So this opportunity will be there for them. If once that is settled, already against the new pension scheme, there are some other court cases going on, and also the Railway Employees Federation has been insisting for scrapping of the new pension scheme and switching over to the old pension scheme, and there is some positive direction there. If that happens, then using that we will also demand the same thing, and probably we can scrap this new pension scheme, but with this present government, things will be very difficult. So we will have to look for the time and appropriate time to attack and get this done. Then, about the sports persons. Yes, I fully agree with Comrade Ravi Kumar of Tirupur, who was asking how many years we can keep playing, what are the facilities available. Comrade, one thing I am glad to share with you. On promotion, one Comrade Bhaskar, he must be here. I saw him today also here. Comrade Bhaskar was transferred out of Chennai to, I think posted to Madurai, no? Yeah. I told the management he will not go, and I told him, if you have faith in the organization, be on leave. He waited for 3 months and we could get it cancelled, and today he is working in Chennai. On promotion also, he was not sent out of Chennai. But there was another comrade who waited for some time, and one day, without telling me, he went and reported at Chennai as a Madurai. But even his case, we continued to pursue, and during this year's IMT, though he has not completed 2 years outside Chennai, we could bring back. But there are larger issues. The management agreed for recruitment of 200 new sports persons. But when the note went to this happened in the Sports Welfare Board, but unfortunately when it went to the chairman. The chairman is every time talking about only per employee business and profit per employee. She has put a question, if we take 200 people, most of these people will be spending their time only in playing, so the per employee business will go down. Such funny ideas people have. They don't imagine how much of goodwill these people will generate, how much of benefit. We have seen the great cricketers, footballers, hockey players who were with us as officers, employees, and they brought lot of laurels. That aspect, madam, has not looked at. So in the last CNC, we have said that we will come out with a detailed note. We will once again pursue. But so far, we are as far as somebody is playing for the bank's team, not for the competitive team. Just if they play for the bank team, they are retained at the center, especially in the metro center, so that they can continue to play. There are many things more to be done for them, I agree. Slowly we will take up those issues also. Comrade Subramania Pillai was talking about the residual service for promotion. This is one issue which we had been taking up, but management is still not willing. We will continue to pursue. Least accommodation, yes, he has suggested that when it takes time for somebody to report and join, already there is a joining period for which you are getting a halting allowance, and a considerable amount you are getting as permanent transfer allowance. And now bank has created one more opportunity. I don't get that particular name. What is that for ladies? Some accommodation. Chamure or some accommodation. The bank is making arrangement that where 3-4 lady officers have to stay together, bank will provide accommodation for them, which is called the Chamri accommodation, in which they can stay. These benefits are there. But yes, there is another positive movement in the CNC. What they have agreed is, we had been proposing for some time that allow an officer within the eligibility to have 2 houses. One least accommodation. Suppose I am eligible for 21,000. I take a house for 15,000. Then I go alone and stay in a far off place. I have to go because you have transferred. Another 6,000 I can get a room and I can stay. So for the same amount you can have 2 accommodation that we have proposed, which they have agreed to consider positively. So these things we will continue to pursue. But one thing, he was talking about Amavasai, Paurnami and all for accommodation. That is something which I do not agree. Any day is a good day. And today in this scientific world, we still keep on talking about those kind of orthodox things. I think we should have some change of mindset also. 1 month rent on transfer, probably we will approach the management and see. This EB bill reimbursement, see, actually the CHRC, Central Human Resources Committee, they approved this reimbursement of EB bill. When it went to the chairman, CHRC is headed by a MD, presently Sriram. The committee approved and went to the chairman, where chairman said that I cannot do anything unless I get the approval of the government. So she asked the finance ministry. Immediately finance ministry jumped upon. How can you introduce a new allowance? Then other banks will also start demanding. You are already getting 3 benefits. You have so many things. We asked you to withdraw the PF scheme the moment we introduced the NPS. You have not withdrawn. It is still continuing only in State Bank of India. We will not allow that. So it has been put on hold. Spectacles we have been demanding. And in the last CNC, the management said that you keep it permanently as an agenda in your CNC, but I don't think it is going to happen. They have a beautiful calculation. 218,000 employees. We cannot give it only for offices. Then it has to be applicable to all the employees. 218,000. Even if a cost is 5,000. Once we start giving spectacles, you will not agree for a 200 rupees spectacles which I am wearing. You will always ask for a spectacles which today you require spectacles which you can wear continuously. What is that which you bring? Progressive spectacles. So it costs 15,000, 20,000. If we calculate 5,000 rupees also, it is coming to 109 crores. So it is difficult. That has been their defense. Anyway, we'll keep pursuing it. And this DPC cases is a serious issue which we had been discussing with the management. And there are some improvements done. And a codification is going to be issued quickly. But there are issues like reopening of cases, opening of the cases after 6-7 years, which we are locally also fighting, and that's why CGM was mentioning about the DPC cases. I frequently go and trouble him for that. And Meghanathan's detailed discussion on the gold loan. Yes, today our circle survives on agriculture lending only on gold loan. And the target today given to the branches is that every day the circle should open new 7,000 gold loan accounts per day. That is the target given. So a lot of pressure is there. And this auction, I think it originated only from the Trichy module. We have some funny controllers there. Those people, they come out with some kind of funny ideas. We will be taking it up in the CNC. This cannot continue. You cannot. There are disadvantages actually for the management. The same fellow will not be able to go to so many branches for auction. So the number of people who will be bidding in the auction will be less. So you get a lesser rate. That issue is there, which we will take it up with the management. But comrade, the dignity of the officers can be maintained only if we are willing to fight. And I had been telling, this Circle Association had been always telling, that anywhere you stand up against any atrocity for an officer's dignity, we will stand with you. Again, I congratulate Comrade Selvaraj. Few days back, one incident took place in Coimbatore in case of a Canara Bank officer. A customer happened to beat him. Immediately, the IBOC State District Committee of Coimbatore, he called me and told me that we are going to the police. I told him, please go ahead, go with other people. They went and met the SP and got that fellow arrested immediately. So like that, you have to be vibrant. Wherever somebody is ill-treating you, you have to retort, fight back. And we are there with you to safeguard your interest. And as I am also the president of the federation, some of the issues raised by my colleagues also I would like to respond. One comrade, Comrade Soumya Datta suggested that we should work with the unorganized sector. I think it is the need of our, today the organized sector is just 2%. 98% of the workers are in the unorganized sector. So selective basis, wherever we can intervene, we should support the unorganized sector. That way, we also create a bigger bondage and we develop those poor people for whom we have got lot of privileges. So we owe to the community, and that is one way we can pay back to the community. Secondly, he was talking about the duty to the nation. This is 125th anniversary of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. When he wrote the Constitution of India, when it was released, he made a mention that through this Constitution, we have ensured that for one man there is one vote. That does not mean that everybody is going to be equal. For bringing that equality and equity, it requires larger and larger efforts. That efforts have not taken place adequately. Yes, we have a duty to the nation. So in whatever possible ways, organization has to respond for the larger community. Then Comrade Murali was talking about the dignity of officers to be restored. Regulated working hours, of course. Last 15 days back, we again visited IBA, myself and Comrade Sudarshan, and we reminded them. They agreed that they will write a letter to all the chairmen of the bank that on holidays, officers should not be asked to come to the office to work. That circular has not come. We will pursue it. Of course, this history book, it will reach all of you, including the retired officers, not only retired office bearers, retired officers. Along with the diary this year, we will give you a copy. You go through that. 1917, we put up advertisement in the newspapers saying that we will regulate our own working hours. We will not work beyond 5:30. For some time it has happened. But as Comrade Panikar was also acknowledging, in our own circle we told our people that have self-regulated working hours. Because of that, people who went from here to Kerala, initially they were working only up to 6 or 6:30. But today it has become difficult to maintain that also because of the acute shortage. But we will have to continue to fight. But I am very happy the way my younger generation, that is Comrade Soumya, Comrade Atul Swarup, Comrade Tikka, Comrade Murali and all spoke. You have seen the vibrancy in them. So I am happy that the federation is going to be in the militant, strong hands, which will strengthen the organization further, and we look forward to them for the future. And transfer policy, yes, already there is a discussion. Within September it will be released, and yes, yeah. Comrade Soumya Datta has to catch his flight, so let us wish him all the best. Thank you for coming. I will end with, again, two of them spoke about the doctor. They had anecdotes about doctor. So I will end with another anecdote, which is a real thing. One of my friends, some of you know him, Mr. Ashok Rao, who is the convener of the public sector officers organization. He has sent me an email today. Actually, he was to speak today here. I had initially fixed him as a chief guest, but unfortunately then he called me and told that he has to go for an angio. So he changed his program. So today he has sent an email that yesterday I had an operation. I was just lying down on the bed. I could see that they were inserting a small something with a small diamond, and it was moving through. I could see where it goes and where the block is. It went and the block was removed, and then a platinum stent was fixed. And today I feel that I am more comfortable. But the stent cost me 1.5 lakhs and the total expenditure is 5 lakh. And in this country, how many people can afford to have this? And this country is reducing the per capita health expenditure, was a concern who had raised. So these are larger issues which also has to be addressed by the trade union movement. So once again, I thank you for the response, for the questions, criticisms, and I only assure you that this committee of executive committee members in this hall, we will go an extra mile to see that this organization is strengthened further. We get more benefit for the officers community, and we will continue to fight for the pensioners also. Tomorrow we will also join you. One day or other, we will also become pensioners. So there are crucial issues which has to be tackled with the IBA for the pensioners, which will also be pursued by us with full vigor. In fact, in the last executive committee of the IBO, which was held at Hyderabad, I proposed that let us take a decision that we go on a strike at the industry level only for pension issues. That was my proposal. They said that you wait for some time, first let us negotiate and see, and if necessary, we will definitely go for a strike and see that our comrades who sacrifice so much, they should not continue to suffer with a very meager sum of pension. Thank you one and all, comrades.